So, I hope none of you guys are afraid of bugs, because we're gonna be getting a lot this episode. Welcome back, everyone, to Create Dinosaurs. I am in the wrong skin. Where that is right, today we are gonna be getting some creepy, crawly little things and stuff. Actually, they're probably not little. I think some of these things are quite big, like person-sized big. And what's fun is I don't actually know which ones those are, so I'm just gonna be taking a guess each time. But that is right, we have 9 different creatures which we want to put in what's going to be our bug house here. You know, this is going to be a building soon. And I intend to get a decent bit of this done today. It's not gonna be the full building and stuff, just because, like, it is big. And I would like to dedicate a little bit of time to each creature. And I think the best way to get into this is let's just go and indiscriminately pick one. Let's go Meganeura. Oh gosh, you're a flying one, aren't you? So, how big is a Meganeura? Pretty freaking big. And it flies, and we've got a maximum of 4 of these things. So where should I put it? Honestly, maybe it's this one. We might have to dedicate our biggest enclosure to this thing first. Okay, so I think what I'll do, I'll come down into our secret lab. I keep leaving this door open, which I am not supposed to do. And I'm just gonna go and start cultivating all of these whilst I go and do some research about where this thing lives. My best guess is the jungle. Carnivorous, Meganeura, these things live near the edge of bodies of water such as streams and ponds. Oh, okay, so it's like a massive dragonfly. That is brilliant. In one sentence, I already know what I think I'm gonna make this look like. So, okay, I think those are going to take a decent bit of time to cultivate and stuff, and in theory, if they fail, I should get a chat message. Plus, I've also got 4 of them cultivating, so I don't need to sit around there. I think something with a lot of reed beds would look good. Now, I do know that because of the Biomes You'll Go mod, there is actually a few things that could go quite well in this environment. Let's see, is it called a bulrush? No, it is not. What's it called? Cattail or something. That's it, cattail sprout. Oh, and it's actually Pam's harvest craft. Okay. So I do know the location of one of these. I'm just trying to think. Didn't I have the... Wait, is that it? I swear there's a taller version of these though, and that's just gonna drop me food. Okay, so I might need to go and take a trip out to a mangrove swamp and stuff just to grab something, but I want to see, can I pick up these? I can't. Okay, but I definitely should be able to pick up the other one that I know I'm thinking of. So hold on a second, let's just do a little break out of our Spinosaurus enclosure, and we're gonna take a trip out to the mangrove swamp. Oh, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, this isn't quite the mangrove swamp. The mangrove swamp is a bit further over that way, but this is what I'm looking for. Right, please tell me I can pick this up with shears. I can. There we go. We've got some cattail sprouts. This is what I wanted. Okay, now, what I did realize is that the cattail that we just harvested was next to water, but I'm hoping... Oh, no, you can't put it in... No. That's a little annoying. Does it really have to be next to water? Please tell me that I'm just, like, trying to plant this incorrectly and that there is a way to put it away from water. Dang it. Okay, but the good news is I can at least bone meal this to get a lot more. So we've got a bunch of these things from one mod which look really nice, but you can't pick up. Wait, hold on. That picked it up. What? You didn't pick up last time. Okay, never mind. We can actually harvest these things. Okay, and these seem to be placeable, maybe not everywhere. Oh. What? Was I just lucky? Did it just happen to drop something that I didn't... I'm so confused. But okay, the good news is we at least are able to get these, and that is perfectly fine. So it's a little annoying that they have to be put next to water, but I can deal with that. And I am thinking, for this little enclosure that we're going to give them, what would be best is sort of if there's mostly a pond over this side, and then it sort of has some reeds here, and then over here it's a bit more sort of wetland and stuff, and the areas that you would get around a pond. So yeah, basically pond, wetland, little bit in the middle with a bunch of plants. Because assuming that these things are a lot like dragonflies and stuff, they do quite like to live in the reed bed. Now, what's also annoying is because these things fly, I actually need to do the entire enclosure for them. Like, I've got to close off the roof and everything. So that also means I need to do a little bit of the exterior of this building. So I think because some of this hasn't actually been decided, and also I'm going to need to remove this whole staircase and stuff as well, I'm gonna send you guys into a montage whilst I do this. And I will see you once I have got something that I think the Meganeura will like. This is a really simplistic design, and I do need to put some torches in here because it's a little dark and I would like for a mob to not spawn in here. But I honestly really like it. So yeah, I did exactly what I said I would do and stuff. I am also missing a... Oh no, I've got no stone. Ah. Yeah, I did exactly what I said I would do. Like, I've put a pond in here. We've got a nice little midland with a bunch of these shrubs, and I realized I can do something. I can put waterlogged stairs, and then I can put the bulrushes in. And this looks great because not only have we actually got these plants here now where they should reasonably be able to go, but also it means that we've actually got some pretty decent wetland because, like, even though this is wood, it kind of looks like mud because of the color. And it means that we can still have some nice little water pockets and stuff, and it looks great. And then, of course, we've also got some moss over here. That's not really a reason it has to be moss. I just thought it would look nice. Now, the one thing is that I'm not sure if this wall should really look different and stuff. It's not bothering me too much, but like it might maybe bother others. But I really like the look of it. It feels like something you might actually see in a zoo, and I love the look of it on the outside here. So we've got this seeker wood, which we found last episode. And then all of this is the cordiates wood, which is the stuff that comes from fossils and archaeology. So it's a little bit difficult to farm. But I really like the look of it, both with the sort of randomized stripped and not stripped logs in the back, but also with these stairs up at the top. It just adds a little bit of depth to it, and it works really nicely with the glass being there and stuff. So I love the way this looks so far. And with that, I think we can put the creatures in. So I never got a chat message or anything saying like, oh, cultivation's failed or cultivation successful. So I don't know if anything should have notified. Okay, one of them failed. Hi, mate. Yeah, I gotta get rid of you. Oh, you've gone and slimed all of my stairs. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's everywhere. Oh. Oh, and the Meganeura eggs, it's like tadpoles and stuff. I think I am actually supposed to put this in the water. Okay, it's really good that we decided to research it and put a pond in there. So let's see. How quickly can this hatch and stuff? Oh, there it is. Oh, so it does actually start out underwater and stuff, which is realistic. Oh, but you've also hopped out of the water. Are you okay? Like, are you gonna be fine? So I do actually have a little pond in my back garden and stuff, and we get dragonflies and like moths and everything like that all sort of laying their eggs in there. Moths don't do that. I don't know, dragonflies, damselflies, mosquitoes and stuff, they all sort of lay their eggs in there, and yet they all start out as like weird little tadpole wormy things. I think the game has kind of skipped that step and just gone straight to the somewhat insect-like, but yeah, they're kind of creeping me out. They're also really loud. Okay, though, so I think I can leave them just for now. As far as I'm aware, I don't need to feed them, although I will actually still just see if the Dinopedia does anything for these. Like, let's see. I assume this doesn't work. Oh, it does. Meganeura, right, okay. And you do actually have hunger. You eat meat. This thing has immediately become 10 times more terrifying. You're a massive flying carnivorous bug. What on earth? You know, the world is messed up. I don't think that thing should exist. But okay, so whilst I go and breed some cows to get some food for our massive flying carnivorous bugs, I don't like that sentence. What else could we get? I would quite like to get the Arthropleura, because someone requested this, and it's what actually inspired me to make the bug house. So all I know about the Arthropleura is it's a massive crawly thing, looks a bit like a trilobite. Okay, so let's go and feed these things before they eat me alive. That just ate... Oh god, it just ate 10 full bits of steak. This thing's messed up. I don't want to go near it. So whilst I go and feed these, let's go and research Arthropleura. What environment did Arthropleura live in? Open environments, particularly sparsely wooded and near to water. Okay, researching this has led me to a very strange website, because why is there an Arthropleura in a museum? Footprints have been found in a bunch of different environments, including drier riverbanks. Okay. Found a home in a variety of landscapes with some vegetation cover. Okay. I'd like to take a bit of a gamble with this enclosure. I want to see if I can put this enclosure right in the middle here, make it the central enclosure, and then put a tree in it. But the thing is, with this central enclosure, is I would like it for it to only have like 2 blocks tall glass here, and then nothing covering up the top. Which means that if this thing can climb, it will be able to get out the top. So once again, taking a bit of a gamble. But like, if it can't climb over the edge, then like this will look very cool, hopefully. And in order for me to go and build this, I am going to need more seeker wood. Where's all my seeker saplings? Here we go. Right, okay, so just one of these should be enough wood, really. Go on, cut it down, do the cool thing. Yeah! Oh. Okay, it's fine. We got plenty of wood from that, though. So, annoyingly, this isn't a very big enclosure and stuff, especially given the fact that we've also got to put in sort of extra bits in order to have glass panes connecting. So, I'm hoping that this isn't too small and it's still going to look good. Let's see. Is that a big enough area? I mean, it's going to expand upwards, so maybe? The thing is, because the Arthropleura is the one that someone requested, I really want to make it the central animal, but like, I don't know if this is a big enough area. I've got an amazing idea. We put a tunnel from here underneath the path to there. Is that not a brilliant idea? Oh my gosh, I am a genius, and it gives it a nice little cozy cave to hide in. Okay, this is definitely going to require quite a bit of work, though, so I might need to send you guys into another montage, annoyingly. Also, this is actually going to need to be quite deep in order to allow enough space for both me and the Arthropleura. Because, you know, I need to get down here for maintenance. So I've done a little bit of work and stuff, and I quite like what we have. It is definitely not perfect, though. And it's still a little bit messy around here, because, of course, as we're building all of this, like, I'm adding some stuff, I'm taking some stuff away. There's still things like this cobblestone staircase, which I need. Because, if you remember, there's eventually going to be a staircase up here and stuff, because we're going to have another level. So it's getting a little bit cramped around here, and hopefully it's going to be fine soon. But what I have for this enclosure right now is, of course, like this little bit which I said I would do, where like we have a nice tree in the middle, and I'm gonna add like a couple leaves around. Actually, I can't put a leaf up there because, of course, then it might climb over the top. So we're limited to just leaves up to there. And then, of course, we can also do some other stuff like bone meal it, although around here I would like to actually keep it clear. And then we have our little tunnel coming through here, and what I might do is actually replace some of this with cobblestone. And then then we come out on this other side, and I would love to go and bone meal all of this and put a bunch of plants, but the thing is, I'm waiting for that grass to spread. I don't have Silk Touch yet. We've got to do this the old-fashioned way. I have to just wait for that grass to spread over to here. So I can add a few leaves and stuff right now, but like, yeah, I really can't do much. Now, the other thing is I could add a doorway through here, which I might actually go ahead and do and stuff, because I am going to want ways into all of these enclosures without having to break things. So yeah, the way into this enclosure might have to be through a different enclosure at first. Speaking of, where are the dragonfly things? I can hear them. I don't see them. Oh, they're down there. So, how long are you guys gonna stay small? I also only see one of them. Are the others around? So, like, okay, there's two. Where's number 3? I cannot find number 3. I'm just gonna assume he's still in there because I don't want to think about a giant carnivorous bug flying around. But yeah, so since that enclosure is almost done and everything, we are literally just waiting for the grass to spread. I'm gonna go and make this thing, because after the other one turned into a Phaliosaurus and I sort of lost one of the things, I don't want to lose this one. I also should clear up that water. So, Arthropleura, in you go. And now I've just got to wait. Whilst I do that, though, what could I do for, like, our third one? I don't want to do another flying one. I would like to keep it something small and ideally on the ground. Maybe I could do a Dicranurus. Okay, it's that one. Oh, wait, hold on. Marine. These things are underwater. Okay, lived in an ancient shallow sea that stretched between the continents of Euramerica and Gondwana. Shallow water. Did it ever come out the water? That, to me, sounds like it didn't actually come out of the water that often, or if it did, it would probably just keep to the beach. So I guess we're doing an underwater enclosure next. Oh, okay, it failed. Man, I was having a nice time just watching YouTube. Okay, I guess we'll go and chuck it in that one. Great, I've got to wait even longer. Okay, I think it is done. There we go. Arthropleura egg. I think I need to put this in water. Oh, that's what I forgot to put in the enclosure. I'll put water somewhere, don't worry. Oh, there we go. Some grass has spread in. Okay, I can finally remove this as well now. And where do I want to put this water? Let's put it, like, right here. And I think I am going to make this some shallow water. It doesn't need to be too deep, and hopefully I can go and hatch this here. There we go. Oh, you're so adorable. Do you need to get out the water? I don't know if you're just gonna die. Let's see, can I click on you? There we go. Arthropleura. Oh, you're kind of cute. Whoa, those legs are moving fast. Okay, and it's a herbivore, which for some reason is ordered around with a bone, and it eats cake. Yeah, and all I really need to do now is just kind of leave that there for it to grow up. And we are on to the next enclosure, and this one is underwater. I kind of want to put it here. Like, I'm thinking, so this is a fairly small one. I think it's the smallest one which we have made so far, but this feels like it would go really well right at the end, sort of around here or something. And I mean, if I diagonally bring that across, yeah, this feels fine for it. Because it doesn't seem to be that big, and no offense to trilobites, but they don't move much as far as I'm aware. They don't really do much at all. So, whilst we've got, like, this Arthropleura with a massive enclosure that spreads across 2 different segments, and all the dragonflies in this huge bit, I think our little Dicranurus can honestly just go here. Now, we've kind of done some underwater stuff before and everything, so I'm quite confident I can get something looking at least half decent. So I think we'll do a little bit of sandstone mixed in for texturing. Then I actually think we should just go with, like, some normal stone and stuff. We're not going to use deep slate like we have on, like, all of the others, because this is just the exterior wall. I think instead, we're going to go with something like this. And since it is so small, I am just gonna do the texturing myself, I think, really. Since it's supposed to be shallow water as well, I'm actually just going to use full glass blocks rather than using pane, which is partially a stylistic thing because, of course, like, water has a lot more weight behind it, so you need thicker glass, but it's also just because, like, water will leave air if there's panes. But I do still want to indent this, so we're actually going to reduce the enclosure size down even more. Gosh, I feel bad for this guy. Just like that. That seems nice. And I'm going to need some ladders to get in and coming out of this because since it's shallow water, we're actually gonna leave a layer of air up at the top. So let's just go and make a water source here. I have to fill all of this in painfully slowly. There we go. And I think, again, since it's shallows, it should actually have a few plants. I'm gonna use these fir leaves. I really love the fir leaves. They're such a nice color. They just work so well. And I think maybe one bit of bone meal. Yep, that's enough seagrass. And now we just need to put the thing in there. What's it called again? A Dicranurus? And hopefully this one's cultivation doesn't fail because I'm very annoyed with all my cultivation vats breaking. Come on, like 5 more seconds, please. Have it done. I'm so sick of waiting. This takes so long every single time. Where is it? There we go. You know, I only just realized it kind of feels like all the eggs are staring at me. But here we go. We can just come up to the top here and bam, where is it? It is there. Oh, it actually looks really cute. What are you eating? Are you eating my plants? Oh man, you're gonna eat all my plants, aren't you? You don't eat anything. And your order item is a magic conch. What am I supposed to do with you? Okay, I don't have that item, so I guess this guy's just on his own. But anyway, so with that, I think we've got 3 really nice enclosures here. We've got our first aquatic one and stuff where you can't actually see him now that I think about it. I'm sure he'll grow up to be bigger, right? We have our nice little expansive one which covers 2 separate sections. I love the tree in the middle, and this one is looking nice now that the grass is growing in. And hey, he's getting bigger. Look at you. You're actually a sheep. And then we have one which I really like this one. Like, it's our first. It can definitely be better, but I do like the look of it. I'm really curious what it's going to be like once these guys grow up, though. Surely you do grow up, right? Like, you got to get wings eventually and stuff. Like, when do you get those? When do you start flying around? But I think that is a really nice start to the bug house and everything. Like, we've got sort of what the exterior wall is going to look like on the bottom floor. We've got a style now for the interior, which I really love. This feels realistic. It feels like what you'd get in an actual zoo. And we have the first 3 out of what is going to be a minimum of 9 different creatures. So with that, all I have left to say is thank you guys for watching, and next episode, yeah, we're gonna get more. We're gonna build this thing until it's done, which means 3 more creatures, 3 more unique designs, and hopefully you're gonna be there to see it. So thank you everyone for watching, and I cannot wait to expand this further.